Hey gang, welcome back to Inverted Pursuits Laboratory. This video might seem a little rushed. The video I had planned for this week got delayed, and so it'll be coming out in a few weeks. Just scheduling errors and things like that happen. So today we're going to be discussing the Viper rocket. So this project is actually kind of what started my channel. I started building this rocket in 2020 over the pandemic because I didn't have anything to do in the afternoons anymore. So it's a phenolic body tube with a 3D printed cluster core at the bottom, and it was basically I was deciding to try and finish an older project that actually got me into high power rocketry, where I was doing clusters, but I wanted to make sure I was doing the clusters right. So I went through and made sure that all of the motor pods were actually canted on the outside three, so that the thrust actually meets at like a center point out front here. And that creates a center of thrust. It's a point through which all the thrust is acting. If you don't cant your surrounding engines to meet to a common point, then if one fires late, you'll get differential thrust and it'll be kicking your rocket through the air, flipping it. Or if one doesn't light at all, then you definitely have offset thrust and you can result in your rocket spinning through the air. But it also had removable fins, so I could just take a screwdriver in here on the side, pop the fins off. It allowed me to pop on mounts to hold it down and do static fires, which I've got some cool videos of static fires with this thing. Downside was that these removable fins constantly broke whenever I flew it. There's like 5 flight videos of it on the channel, and they're really cool watching this thing fly. The first time it just straight up nosedived into the ground. But after the last one, I decided, okay, cool, I've got this down, but it's time to go bigger. So I decided I wanted to do it as one piece. I didn't want to have multiple pieces that I was bolting and gluing together and hoping would work. The original prototypes were like PLA and cardboard, and they moved to PLA and PETG, and the final one was more PETG than PLA. But it needed to be bigger as well. So I wanted a 29 center with 3 24s on the exterior, unlike a 24 center with 3 18s on the previous one. But I wanted to keep a 3-inch body tube. This doesn't fit inside a 3-inch body tube. So the base is a 4-inch, and then it was going to taper over the length to 3 inches. As you can see, the print failed on this partway through, which you can see the really pretty infill in there. But the print failed on this twice, which gave me a chance to like pause and rethink if this was the direction I wanted to go, especially with how weird this was looking, just being round. Like, is that really what I wanted? I didn't have a way of retaining the motors in there yet. And I realized like I had a few more things that really needed to be flushed out before I continued trying to print this and wasting so much filament, although I've got cool desk ornaments now from it. And then we got to what ended up being our final flight hardware. So this is Viper 2. So that fin can is kind of inspired a little bit by the SpaceX Dragon capsule. So the base diameter around is still 4 inches, tapering up to 3. It's got same fin shape I was going for originally, tapering over the length. But now I've got motor retention in the form of a small tail cone mimicking the shape of the base and tapering back down. So this unbolts and 4 motors go in there, and then it retains them when it goes back on. And it's bolted to the main tube with 3 screws. There's an interior part of the print that actually comes up to like here-ish. So I'm actually screwing back into the print and sandwiching the body tube between PLA on the outside and PLA on the inside. I was using up pretty much the last of my PLA to do this. The rest of the parts in this rocket are actually PETG. So like I've got a camera cover and I've got a nose cone that I also 3D printed. And I think it went pretty well getting this nose cone 3D printed and getting all the parts together. Plus it just looks awesome. So it's flown exactly once now. I've got footage of that, and we'll go ahead and show it at the end of the video of that test flight. But hopefully we're going to get another test flight done this upcoming weekend while I'm out at the pasture. If not, it'll be in a month or two. Sometimes motor shortages can be a little difficult. Still kind of waiting on some packages. But this video needs to get out. So, this is Viper 2. Viper 2 can fly higher. She is way taller than Viper 1 by pretty much, is it 14 inches taller? Something along that lines. Viper 1 had a PVC nose cone and the phenolic body tube, and only the fin can was 3D printed. Viper 2 has a monoprint fin can, a printed camera housing I designed, and a fully printed nose cone. The design is largely more 3D print than it is COTS parts, and I just think it looks really, really cool. I do have the designs for Viper 1 online at thingiverse.com, and the designs for Viper 2 will be going up this evening as well, so you can find those there and download the fin can and try it out for yourself if you want to.
And we're going to launch him in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Thanks for watching, gang. If you'd like to help support the channel, please consider liking, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video.